In today's age, technology, as well as media, goes through different advancements that has helped humans in different fields. But just like every advancement, there's always a downside to this. Different sources of media and information vary in their purpose, reliability, and format. Traditional media, such as newspaper and television, often adhere to journalistic standards, providing edited and fact-checked content. Social media platforms, on the other hand, allow for rapid dissemination of information but can be prone to misinformation due to lack of oversight. Academic journals provide peer-reviewed research offering in-depth and credible insights, though they may be less accessible to the general public. Finally, blogs and personal websites often reflect individual perspectives, which can be insightful but may lack the rigor of establishment media outlets. In Bataan, the advancement of technology has always been widely used. It has been evident through various forms in social media, online games, and even at school. Right here in this area, we can see students from this school wherein the advancement of technology has been put to use. And while I was here, I noticed a student and decided to interview him. This is Shen, a student gamer from St. John's Academy Incorporated. What online games do you usually play, Shen?
I usually play Valorant and League of Legends. They are very popular among my friends and we play them all the time.
How many times do you play this game per day, and what problems do you usually encounter in this game?
I usually play for about 45 hours a day after school. The main problems I encounter is that there are a lot of toxic players in the community, along with misinformation about strategies and stuff. So when I try to implement these strategies I've watched, sometimes they're botched and I get really disappointed.
Shen's experience is a depiction of the growing issue with digital media. It's alarming to see how these young people are being manipulated by their surroundings. Distinguishing fact from fiction in a fast-moving digital landscape can be challenging for them. In the same school where Shen attends to, we spoke to another student to understand how digital media has influenced her perspective. Her name is Hazel, an aspiring journalist. Have you ever encountered information that you later found out wasn't true?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes I'll see posts on social media that seem real, but later I realize it's either outdated or just complete fake. It's frustrating and it makes me more careful about what I believe.
How do you try to verify information you find online? Especially if you've experienced the field of media for being an aspiring journalist.
Well, first, if I'm not sure about something, I usually search for it on more reputable websites, like news sites or academic sources to see if it's accurate. I also talk to my teacher if I need help understanding something better.
Hazel's experience reflects a common struggle among young people. The challenge of sorting fact from fiction in an age where information is accessible but not always reliable. According to Iyengar's agenda-setting theory in 1991, traditional media not only decides what topics are newsworthy, but also can manipulate public perception by consistently covering particular issues in specific ways, which can bias viewers' understanding of the topic. A relatable example for young people of how media can shape perception is the coverage of mental health on social media. Recently, platforms like TikTok and Instagram have seen a surge in posts about mental health awareness, especially around topics like anxiety, stress, and self-care. According to Iyengar's agenda-setting theory, this consistent focus draws attention to mental health, making it a priority issue among young people today. With mental health trending online, more teens and young adults are recognizing the importance of mental well-being. We're here with Rian, a high school student, to talk about how social media has impacted their perspective on mental health. Rian, do you see a lot of content about mental health on social media?
Yeah, definitely. I follow a lot of accounts on Instagram and TikTok that post about anxiety, self-care, and just, mental health in general. It's everywhere right now. Yeah, all the time. I've seen people give advice on how to cope with stress, but some of it sounds a bit off, or like it's not really backed by experts. I know a lot of my friends are confused too, and some of them even try to self-diagnose based on what they see online.
Rian's experience is common among teens today. Social media brings awareness to important topics, but it also possesses the challenge of navigating misinformation. We've seen how easily our perceptions can be influenced by what we read and watch. Whether it's misinformation in online games or mental health trends on social media, we need to be careful about what we trust and share.
By understanding how media works and how it can shape our views,
We gain the tools to navigate information landscape wisely.
So the next time you scroll, pause to consider.
Is this fact?
an opinion,
Or something else entirely.